Hi, I'm Stuart Kirkpatrick and welcome to the w00tonomy Content Marketing Cast. We're here today at the Drums offices in Glasgow to talk to Steve Antoniewicz, the Managing Director of the Recommended Agency Register. Steve, could you tell us a little bit about the RAR?
Yep, in essence we're what you call a marketing intermediary, and what that means is we help client companies, marketing budget holders, find marketing agencies. We carry out research in the agency market and then we make that available to clients so they can make a more informed choice of agency.
Now, thanks to the rise of digital, this entire sector is changing. Could you maybe tell us about the trends that you're seeing in the way that clients are choosing agencies?
Well, clients have definitely recognised the importance of digital, but I think a lot of clients, because it's a developing and emerging area, a lot of clients are not entirely sure how to integrate digital into what might be a wider marketing plan, and I think that's not helped by how fragmented the digital services market is. The choices of agencies that they have are many. They might look to specialist or generalist digital agencies, digital divisions of advertising agencies or media agencies, and then you've got niche players and things like search and online PR, so it can be quite complex to try and choose a partner.
Now obviously that complexity will lead clients to pitfalls. What would you identify those as being? Well, again, there
could be quite a few pitfalls, but some of the main ones. A lot of clients still seem to think that the more agencies they speak to or invite to pitch, the better their chance of getting the right answer. And in actual fact, the reverse of that's true. In the Grand National, there are more horses, but it doesn't make your chances of picking the winner, certainly not my chances of picking the winner, any greater. It just makes it more difficult. So we would never advise clients to have any more than maybe 3 or 4 candidate agencies on their kind of final list.
And how are the agencies responding to these changes?
Agencies are well used to the selection process, and I think what's interesting is that although the market's changing and agency kind of types are changing, clients still choose to use the same traditional kind of pitch method that they always have done, which was originally designed for advertising. So when you're using that method to select agencies for things like DM or digital or even PR, that's not always easy from an agency perspective to work with.
Now, obviously, that's one pitfall for agencies. Are there any others?
Again, there are plenty for agencies. Some of the things, kind of common things from an agency point of view that we pick up on, that if we were to give them advice on to look out for, would be, some of it's quite simple stuff, but making a good first impression, because a client will judge how you present yourself in the most kind of simple way, whether it's personal contact, whether it's your first documents. They'll judge that as how you can deliver for them and the kind of quality standards you work to. So I think that's absolutely important for agencies. Another area that I'd say from an agency point of view that they could do better in some cases is actually understanding the briefs that the client give them. The agencies obviously understand how to communicate with their clients' customers and how to position brands with their clients' customers, but too often in a pitch situation they don't realise that their customer is actually just sitting across the table from them, and they should look at the brief from the client perspective instead of just their own.
In terms of pitching for business, what would you say the differences are between the public and the private sector?
The public sector process, is the tendering process can be pretty unwieldy, and it's obviously over legislated. But I do think there are some advantages to a more structured process like that. In the private sector, a lot of big corporates now are using similar procurement practice in the way that they procure marketing services. I think the one difference between the two is that in the private sector, marketing specialists and marketing professionals are involved in the agency selection process a lot earlier, and again that's a big advantage.
And finally, if you could destroy any website in the world, which website would you destroy?
It'd have to be Facebook. So I no longer get Facebook guilt from not responding to my friends who want a game of Scrabulous.